Alright, hello and welcome back to another session of the Sominum Files nirvanA Initiative. Hope you guys are doing well as always. And last session we started up the game. I think we've met all the characters so far, right? Except this one that we're gonna do, Tokiko, right? That's her name. We got introduced to our main protagonists, Ryuki and Mizuki. We got introduced to the half-body serial killings, I believe. And, you know, one body showing up, like, after the events of the first game, and then 6 years later, the other half showed up. Then we got introduced to, like, every character. I think that is the main characters in the game. Who knows? I don't... Not the main characters, but, like, all the characters that are relevant to the case, right? We went through Ryuki's Sominum, and we also went through Chikara's Sominum, and he had something to do with hidden bats. Because Shoma completed one of the videos, hidden bats. It was called Bats 490, right? And Shoma said that the code he cracked in that video was directed towards Chikara's place, and then Chikara has something to do with the Bats 490 video, and then Naixatloz, you know, the fucking secret organization that was talked about in the previous game, you know, that was, whoa, hold on. All right, let me click over. Is it working? My control doesn't work. I swear it worked like a second ago. Oh, a coding overload. I think it's because I just took out my, thingamajig. Manual? Let's talk about Naixatloz a bit later. Yeah, I'm surprised that actually does a weird...
I thought it would be easier to talk to you this way.
The Bats 490 code. I solved it.
The ultimate dream that humanity has been yearning for thousands of years. It will soon become a reality.
If he's willing to lie about one thing, he's willing to lie about everything.
Okay then, let's begin.
The experiment worked! Oh, happy Chikara.
Never mind, yeah, that actually summed it up, but, yeah, so Naixatloz, right? Interesting, interesting turn of events that, how do I get to the menu? Let me get to my, Chaldy. What's the effective way of training? Bench press, upright row, back press, deadlift. Back press? Is it, with that machine? I don't think it is. I don't know. Let's just do bench press. Fuck it. Okay, next question in 20. See you in 20 minutes, guys. Yeah, alright. Let's get to Naixatloz. So Naixatloz was a secret organization or a secret cult that was kind of like satanic, according to Oda and Iris, right? The rumor was that they would sacrifice people and do like some weird shit. Something demonic or something like that. But this Naixatloz, which is actually a true... I mean, nothing happened, right? It was just a, you know, a rumor, you know, word of mouth kind of thing, right? This is actually Naixatloz. We saw this symbol in Ryuki's Sominum as we played as Mizuki. And it has something to do. Maybe Ryuki used to be part of Naixatloz.
That's the nonupal X, the symbol of Nais.
Alright, here we go.
Non-upal means consisting of 9. You know how there's single, double, triple? Non-upal is the 9th.
Non-upal.
So non-upal X means 9 X's?
Seems so.
Did you know that Naixatloz is derived from 9-exed lozenge? Lozenge referring to a diamond shape. In other words, Naixatloz means the 9 X's of the diamond.
An eye symbol. Yeah, so maybe, or maybe not actually. Maybe Ryuki knows about Naixatloz because of this. Maybe something happens here. Maybe Tokiko dies at one point. Who knows? But they have a different way. They have a different agenda. They have a different ideology instead of this like satanist club cult. And we'll get into it right now. Here we go. Let's see. We can wing sync her. Let's just talk.
Judging by the way you asked that, I assume that's Jin's estimated time of death?
Well, yes.
I was in Okinawa from the night of the 8th. I had a seminar to attend on the 9th and 10th. I returned to Tokyo late last night.
I checked the logs for hotels and airports, for smartphone access points, and the security footage for each location. It's true that Tokiko was in Okinawa from the 8th to the 10th.
Alright, telling the truth, that's fine by me.
So she has an alibi.
As long as you presume Jin's body wasn't brought back with her from Okinawa.
I had a very hard time finding the place. After all, NICE is a secret organization hidden from the public.
That's a good thing Boss just happened to know someone who knew this location. Otherwise, we would have been out of luck.
Alright, so it is still a secret organization. We just pulled a few strings to get here.
Even after I got inside the building, it wasn't easy. The guards, the security gates. If I hadn't met Mamoru at the entrance, I probably wouldn't even have made it to this office.
I know about Abyss, and I know it's trustworthy. That's why I let you through to talk to the president.
Alright. Got a pond. Go with pond. Is this waterfall? Actually, let's take a look at this. 360 view. Statue. Waterfall.
Why would they make something like this indoors?
Who knows?
Aesthetics. Window? Can't really see out the window. Guess blackout windows. Anywho, we still haven't finished talking about NICE.
Anyway, I was surprised. I had heard of NICE, the secret organization, but I thought it was just an urban legend. I can't believe it actually exists.
Yes, there has been all sorts of gossip about us.
There we go.
Some claim we're a secret society of Satanists, or that we have something to do with a sequence of binary code that came from space. But that's all nonsense. Made-up stories that become more and more embellished as they were passed on. Rumors are quite a terrifying thing. NICE is a perfectly legitimate ideological society.
Oh.
Our headquarters are located in New York, with many branches in cities throughout the world. This is one such branch. This is a common misconception, but NICE is not a religious organization. We are a group of like-minded individuals who act together based on a certain understanding of the universe.
Wonder what it is.
And that is?
The simulation theory. Have you heard of it?
No.
That the world is an artificial simulation of reality created by someone or something.
Alright.
That's the theory.
You're saying everything in this world we're living in isn't real?
Yes. It's a false world constructed with specific rules by a program. And if it is made by a program, there must by necessity be imperfections, edges, or seams. To find these seams, or to create them, is our objective.
Why would you do that?
If you tear at the seams of a cloth, it will unravel, and a hole will be created. Thusly, we will tear at the seams of the program until it is unraveled, and its people are emancipated. That is our ultimate goal.
This old hack has completely lost it.
Interesting theory, huh? But I don't think that... I don't agree with that. I don't think so. It's a bit thought-provoking, though. I mean, we could still carry on this conversation.
The intersection between the warp and weft.
Alright, I'll order
That's
it.
where the seam can occur.
I don't understand.
You will someday. It is a prophecy. It will be fulfilled eventually.
What is that?
It's a hand sign we use. It's meant to resemble the sign behind me.
Is it, though? I gotta say, I don't know. I don't like how the cursor snaps back out of there. But I kind of like how the auto works in this. Can you show me that hand sign again? It's supposed to be that symbol behind Tokiko. Wait, look. Tokiko Shigure, president of NICE Japan branch. Show me that hand sign again. Is there a way to, like... Never mind. Alright, About 490, right? Bats 490.
Considering the fact that you are here, I assume it would be pointless to hide it.
Yeah, I was gonna say the hand sign. Did I already say the bottom pad doesn't exist?
Indeed. I had my subordinates create that video.
Oh, here we go. She admits it.
Bats 490 was an ARG. Just a game.
Is it now?
But there was a high-level encryption hiding a message within. We have been seeking high IQ individuals with the capability to decode it. The purpose was to recruit them into Naiz.
So this QR video was made for the same reason?
I am aware of that video. I saw it on the news. However, it's completely unrelated to Naiz.
Wait, hold on a second, guys. Whoops. Just straight up. Alright. Alright, never mind. Wait, does clicking into here... Wait, why does it do that? Why?
I assume someone
That wasn't
made
the
it
case.
with the
Don't I have
intent to
ball-less on
imitate
this?
Bats 490.
What do you think, Tama?
Hard to say on that alone.
Alright, let me move my thing away. Oh, maybe it's because it's my mouse. Should I restart? Oh, fuck. Should I get my other... I can't change the borderless here. I have to do it in the launcher. Nah, it's alright, it's alright. Just... Let's hope I don't click out anytime soon. Alright, Chikara. How about wing... Should I just... Fuck it, let's see. I don't know why I do it now. Wait. There's nothing in her mind, which is a bit scary.
What's going on here?
Maybe she's not thinking about anything at all.
Her mind is completely blank?
Maybe she reached a state of selflessness.
Yeah, but I'm also her bodyguard.
Mamoru.
I used to be a bodyguard for a certain politician until the end of last year. He was a piece of human garbage. I slugged him in the face and resigned. Then ended up here thanks to an acquaintance introducing me.
Say something funny?
Something funny. There, I said it.
Funny guy.
Your badge.
That's something phony.
What is this? A vaudeville routine? That wasn't funny at all.
I was only hired recently. I don't know much about it, really.
Alright. Oh, Chikara.
Do you mean the man from Horodori Institute of Genetics?
That is
so you
correct.
do know him. I'm actually here because of a tip I got from him.
Shikara is under arrest?
No, he was just released earlier. We didn't have enough evidence to keep him detained.
I see. Shikara is a former member of Naiz.
Ah.
Though this was over 20 years ago. When he left us, he became an avid believer in the Order of Percent.
Order of Percent?
It's an organization that split off from Naiz. You could say they are a sect. The Order of Percent is a religious sect, whereas we are an ideological society. Despite our common roots, we are heading in completely different directions.
Then how did Chikara know that Naiz created Bats 490?
I wouldn't know about that. Perhaps he asked an acquaintance from Naiz.
Alright, that's it.
By the way, would you mind if I asked you a question?
What is it?
Are you perhaps a Freyr?
Excuse me?
Freyr?
Frey. Frey. Oh, yeah, I did hear that somewhere.
I am asking the person
Frey.
within you.
Free to free? Free to what? Is it free to
What?
free?
I will ask you one more time. Are you a Freyr?
Should I say yes? Free? What was it called? Free to free? Was it free and free? I think it was free to free. Sure.
Hey, Yuki.
As I thought. Then you've realized this world is fictional. Am I correct?
Is the not really.
How strange. Then that would mean you're not a Freyr after all.
What is a Freyr?
Never mind.
Frey. Right. I remember now.
It was written on that sign.
Frey to free.
Never mind, it was fate to
Frey
free.
can mean fight, but it can also mean to wear out or tear.
Remember what Tokiko said. Their ultimate goal is to break down this world and emancipate its people.
Miss Shigure, are you sure Nyes didn't make the QR video?
We did not.
But the word Frey was written on that sign in the QR code.
We of Nyes are only involved in Bats 490, which we created half a year ago. We are not the ones who created the QR video. The word Frey being displayed on that sign must be a coincidence.
Yeah, interesting enough, the Free to Free video is not in the Hidden Bats channel. It's in a different channel called DB.
That can't be just a coincidence.
Oh, but it can. After all, we are living in nothing but a simulation. A false world created by a program. And such programs always have some glitches lurking under the surface. We call such glitches seams. Coincidences like this are a manifestation of such glitches. Proof of imperfection. Proof of the seams.
I guess it kind of makes sense now that, you know, Ryuki's seeing everyone getting split in half and shit. And things are looking kind of glitchy.
The appearance of Jin's corpse is also likely to be an example of such phenomenon.
What?
Are you familiar with the Philadelphia experiment?
It's a top-secret military experiment that's said to have taken place in the American city of Philadelphia on October 28, 1943. A powerful electromagnetic wave was fired towards the USS Eldridge, a destroyer-class warship. Supposedly, the reason for doing this was to conceal the ship from showing up on radar. But as soon as the experiment began, something strange happened. The Eldridge was enshrouded in a greenish mist, then vanished. Afterward, it appeared at a military port in Norfolk, nearly 200 miles away from the shipyard in Philadelphia. Sometime later, it reappeared in its original position again.
So you're saying it teleported?
Well, it's nothing but an urban legend. Just an occult story with low credibility.
Yes, exactly. However, the story doesn't end there. When the USS Eldridge returned to Philadelphia, there were several sailors on board, but some of them had melted like a rotten banana, while others ended up with their bodies entirely burned and blackened. Others were said to have merged with the steel hull, their bodies having become a piece of the ship. Does that sound familiar?
You mean Jin? Are you saying his right half teleported here?
Not
It
again.
isn't impossible. If a seam was torn, that is.
Impossible.
Not again. You know, I didn't see that statue. Hold up. No. What was the statue? Oh.
You like this park, don't you, Ryuki?
I feel calm when I'm around nature. It's like I can feel the buzz inside me quieting down. Tama, what do you think about what Tokiko said earlier? Is something like teleportation really possible?
I mean, the last game it was kind of logical, right? But there was something abnormal, right? That happened, which was the prototype sync machine, right?
Hey, come on.
Maybe there is teleportation. Who
I
knows?
told you the Philadelphia experiment is just an urban legend.
How else can you explain what happened with Jin? We can't deny that his right half suddenly appeared out of nowhere.
Jeez. Then why don't we find out for ourselves?
What do you mean? You want to go to the studio right now?
No need. Just close your eyes.
My eyes?
Just do it.
Oh, look at that. It's got the whip out.
Okay.
It's not even the whip, it's the... Yeah, it's like a... What is it? Okay. Yeah, it is a whip, right? Different kind of whip. Is this the truth reenactment?
Did we teleport here?
Are you serious?
We're in Studio Devita, aren't we?
It just seems that way. We're not actually there. Last night, I scanned every nook and cranny of the scene. What you're looking at now is what I replicated using that data.
Wow. It's like I'm actually there. The corpse looks so real.
Want me to put a mosaic over it?
Uncensored is fine.
Now, less digressing and more investigating. Your objective is to solve the mystery behind the sudden appearance of Jin's right half.
Alright, let's start looking around.
And let's not forget, Tama can use all the information from this day, right? Because the cloud was off that day. So all the information is retold by Ryuki here, right? Alright, so walk around in X-ray mode can be applied to anything or everything. Alright.
Wow, I can switch to X-ray mode too.
That's because I've gathered all data from the scene.
Wait, there's like a bunch of bodies here. What is this? Yeah, what is this behind here? You can see the back of the set. There are a bunch of mannequins here. Just mannequins? Alright. Let's look at the signboard
Bottom
here.
part of the signboard is stuck pretty deep in there.
There's a bit of a curve at the tip. Kind of like a man's, you know what?
Couldn't you have compared it to a fishhook or something?
Well, it won't come out easily. Whoever stuck it in probably didn't want it pulled out.
Of course not. A signboard would be useless unless it's standing.
It's useless unless it's standing?
Let's not go there.
No, that's not what I meant.
Iron stabbing corpse. The signboard was stuck in the corpse, so it's difficult to remove. Alright, let's see the corpse. Yeah, I see something in the
What's
corpse.
this?
Two cylindrical.
There's something inside the body.
3 things catch my attention. First, a mixture of potassium chlorate, sulfur, and red phosphorus. This is probably a fire starter. It would ignite very easily.
Ah, right. The thing to set off the
The
body.
fuse is coiled up and extends from there. By the way, the fuse includes an oxidizing agent, so it can continue to burn even inside the body. And finally, at the end of the fuse is a powder mixture of iron oxide and aluminum. This is a substance that causes a thermite reaction. When ignited, it creates heat of over 3,000 degrees Celsius and
Alright, sorry, Dama. Inside the corpse, there's fuel that goes off with even the slightest impact. A fuse and a substance that causes a thermite reaction. What was the impact, though? Let's set it open.
Like I mentioned yesterday, Jin's estimated time of death is 6 o'clock on February 9th. Based on the time his corpse appeared, it should be about 40 hours ago. Rigor mortis seems to be fading already. It's not completely gone yet, but the body has somewhat softened at this point. It should take more time to get to this stage if it's been on a rooftop in the winter. That's why I think this corpse was kept indoors, someplace warm.
Alright. Rigor mortis was already fading, and the body had somewhat softened by the time it was found. It's already fading. Does it fade, rigor mortis? After a while? I guess. Alright. What should I do if an old guy attacks me? Hit temple, crush throat. Hit chin. Hit chin. Hit Epigastridum? What is that? You know what? Let's try it. Anything here? Electric kettle here.
Maybe it's for having tea during breaks.
Where's the wire coming from? Oh, it's just an outlet on there. Camera. Monitor.
Looks like it's there so the performers can check how they look on screen.
Check this.
The questions for the quiz also show up here too.
Alright, 3 to 3.
It's a signboard.
Yeah.
Alright. Host platform. We should have said.
These aren't good for much other than for show.
Alright. Is there something through the door? We got this. Let's see. Is it for the set? Where's that? I've lost the line. Goes up there. Oh. It goes onto the signboard, actually. Very interesting. Camera. Wait, check this. Yeah, this goes onto the signboard.
Getting a better look at it. It looks like something tied to his waist. It's like a spider's thread. No, even thinner.
Yeah, I know what I just did that.
My analysis concludes that this is a CNT, or carbon nanotube. Graphene sheets with a thickness of a single carbon atom. These were rolled into a cylindrical shape to make these nanotubes. The diameter is about 0.4 nanometers.
Pretty small.
A single nanometer is 1/1000th of 1 meter, so it's not visible to the naked eye.
How can you even...
What? But I can see it.
That's because this thread is made by bundling multiple CNTs. I've also enhanced your vision so you'd be able to see it.
Alright.
By the way, CNTs are extremely durable. They're elastic and hard to break, and it's said that their theoretical maximum tensile strength is 50 times that of steel. Anyway, where is the other end of the CNT connected?
I do know where it is. It's onto the... I know where it is. God damn it. Should we skip it? Should we get to it? Yeah, onto that. I was just doing... God damn it. Never mind.
That way. Over by that red lamp.
Alright. Yeah.
What's this?
Light switch.
It's the light switch.
The CNT is tied to it.
Extending from the corpse. Was studded to the ceiling beam and tied it to the light switch. So it looks like it didn't puff out into thin air. Puff into thin air, puff out of thin air. The body.
Okay, it looks like we're pretty much done investigating.
Alright, truth reenactment time.
Using the clues we've gathered so far, we should be able to solve the mystery.
Let's see what kind of
The mystery
music.
of how Jin's body appeared.
Hey, this is a pretty good OST.
That's what you're talking about, right?
Yep.
Pretty good soundtrack here, I'm listening. Truth reenactment allows you to find truth. Yeah. Answer time is question to the best answer. Okay.
Let's get on that now. First thing, about that power outage when the body appeared. Was it really just a power outage?
I
No.
was wondering about that too. The lights came back on way too quickly. Plus, if the power did go out, the stream should have cut out at the same time.
But the stream went on, no problem.
So it wasn't an outage. The lights were switched off.
So how did the lights get turned off?
Well, I think I know what did it.
What do I do? How did the lights get turned off? This, right? Right here.
That's the switch that powers the lighting.
Yeah, let's not overthink this. Someone simply walked up and flipped this switch.
But no one was near the switch when the lights went out. Let's try to think of something else.
Failed already. Alright, you're saying the body fell? Must be, right?
There were bundled CNTs tied to the body.
Alright, no, man.
They were routed through the ceiling beams and onto the light switch.
So was somebody on the rafters then?
But a dead body can't pull strings.
No, but it can fall.
Never mind. Yeah, but somebody pushed the body. Yeah, but the body can't roll over and
Ceiling,
fall.
I mean.
Now that you mention it, I thought I heard something hit the floor right after the lights went out.
The body fell from the ceiling and tugged on the CNT, which caused the light switch to turn off.
It probably was an audible cue when that happened as well.
So on to the next question.
Right.
The corpse was hidden up in the ceiling, right?
That's
Then
right.
how did it fall?
Somebody pushed it off, right? The damage, the CNT attached to the switch would pull the... Ah, it must be... Yeah. Oh, the culprit dropped it above. It might be the rigor mortis softened. Because it was hard. It's possible, right? Yeah.
The culprit used the mechanism of the body softening after rigor mortis. The body must have been placed up in the ceiling like a bridge between two beams. It would stay up there while the body is still stiff, but as time passes and rigor mortis lessens, the corpse softens.
And that's what made it fall down. Now, for the final question. Why did the body explode and burn?
Simple.
Well, that can be explained by using the X-ray mode.
Yep.
The ignition agent combusted from the impact of the body hitting the ground. The fire went up the coiled fuse and onto the substance that triggered a thermite reaction. The substance was eventually ignited, causing a huge explosion.
So that interval between the fall and explosion was because of the time it took for the fire to reach the end of the fuse. I get it. It was hard to find traces of that trick because it was such an analog method.
Alright, only 75%.
All right, I think we're starting to figure things out here. So you can turn off this VR space now.
No, not yet. That was just a rehearsal. We still have the main show.
What do you mean?
It's
We're
Herlock
recreating
Sholmes.
the culprit's actions.
Are you telling me to do that?
You're the only actor here, aren't you?
Actor?
Actor? Me? Oh, what's happened here? Tama's gone into a human form.
So, I'm Tama, the director and camera operator. Now that I'm in the director's chair, I'm not going to tolerate shoddy acting. So keep that in mind.
Are we recording something?
Of course we are. We're testing a theory here, so we need to create something that can be viewed objectively.
I have no idea what you're going on about.
Shut your stupid mouth, you third-rate bit part actor! Are you too much of a moron to figure this out without the director having to tell you everything?
But
Just zip it and play the culprit. If we're doing this, we're going for the Academy Award.
Macadamy? Like the nuts?
Enough! Let's get this started! Ready? Action!
Well, am I doing something?
Hi! I'm, the culprit who killed Jin. Now, prepare to witness an amazing show featuring this corpse.
Not only is your acting amateurish, but I don't even understand what kind of character you're trying to play here.
I am an amateur.
Well, this is just the beginning, so I'll give you a pass for now. Let's start with the positioning of the body. Where and how was it placed?
Well,
In the rafters. Oh,
it was right here. The body was placed so it was hung like a bridge between two beams.
You can place it like this because it was stiff from rigor mortis. So that's how they did the light trick.
Carbon nanotubes, CNT, were tied to the body. The CNT went up the beams and extended downward onto the light switch.
CNT is too thin to be seen with the naked eye, so no one noticed it.
I've got it all set up. Now I just need to wait for the rigor mortis to subside.
Hey, aren't you supposed to be in character?
Boy! I sure hope the corpse gets softer soon. It needs to be soft and squishy, like an octopus.
This scene makes no sense. I'm cutting it out.
You made me do it.
And after time passed, rigor mortis began to subside.
yeah, I'm looking like that, huh?
The body falls, and the impact sets off the ignition agent inside it. The fire travels up the fuse line.
Soon after, a staff member turns on the lights.
Bam! A body appears, as if it teleported in out of nowhere. Sometime later, the burning fuse inside the body reaches the explosives. And that is the truth behind the corpse's sudden appearance and explosion!
Cut! Good work. I got some nice footage of the reenactment.
100%.
I still don't understand why the acting was necessary.
Need to do Herlock Sholmes. Oh, what was it called? The Herlocks? What was it? Herlocks? I don't remember. God damn it. We haven't even finished that game. That's the worst part. We got like 3 more cases to do.
all makes sense now. That corpse didn't teleport here after all.
Of course it didn't. Though the culprit obviously wanted it to seem that way.
Half of a body just suddenly appearing out of nowhere. Just like the Philadelphia experiment. Someone went through all that trouble to make it look like something strange occurred.
I think they also wanted to draw as much attention as possible to that sign. All so they could spread that QR video.
That body fell from the studio ceiling. If it fell sideways when it landed, the culprit's plans would have been ruined.
Yes, like you said, it would have been pointless unless the sign was standing erect. Just like a man's you-know-what.
Again with that joke? Besides, it is not useless when it's not erect.
Exactly.
What?
There was another purpose to the sign. It's the same reason darts and rockets have tails.
I get it. The cut surface would naturally face the ground because of that sign. It was meant to control the body's posture as it fell.
Man, Tam is doing like half the work here, man.
The culprit must have wanted the body to fall during the live stream, right?
Adding in all the sexual innuendos as
It
well.
would have been pointless otherwise. But could they really predict when rigor mortis would dissipate so accurately?
The culprit didn't put the corpse up on the ceiling beams while it was completely stiff. It had to have been after the body had started to soften. That way, they could estimate that the body would fall in a few hours or so. The stream was scheduled for a whole 6 hours. The culprit was fine as long as the body fell sometime during that period.
Yeah, it had to fail when all the main characters had to be in there, eh?
Their goal was to make it seem like a supernatural phenomenon. That's why they couldn't leave the CNT on the scene.
Because it would give away the trick?
Would it burn the CNT?
Right.
So that's why they caused a thermite reaction and destroyed the CNT.
Would it burn it? I don't know. Let's see. It's highly flammable. It doesn't stand a chance against 3,000 degrees temperature.
So, to wrap it all up.
Wait, hold on. But it bonds with oxygen to create carbon dioxide. What? Which helps extinguish the flame. Alright, so it lit up and then it fucking extinguished.
The culprit's motive
This
was
is
to
the
make this
CNT.
seem like a supernatural phenomenon and to spread the QR video, right?
I don't know if that's all there is to it, but probably.
I wonder why Jin was chosen.
I wonder why they cut this person in half.
Who knows?
Where could his left side be?
Yeah, 6 years later. Alright, so the interesting part is that, yeah, we don't know how he got cut open in half so cleanly. It says from a, was it intramolecular? Or inter, I forgot.
It hasn't been found yet. Anyway, starting our search with the people who might have the intel we need is the #1 rule of investigation, right?
Like who?
Jin's right half was up in the studio ceiling the whole time we were shooting the show. There must be someone who knew about it, or at least noticed it.
You mean... the director, Jinpei Wagai.
Yeah, I was gonna say Jinpei, but
Right.
Where is he now?
I've tracked him down using his smartphone GPS.
is he in the sunfish?
He's in Akihabara right now.
Yeah, that's the sunfish pocket.
At the Maid Cafe Sunfish Pocket.
Alright, off we go. Yeah, are we gonna meet his wife? Does his wife still works there, or did you? We'll find out. It's 11:30. There's a mame. Is Iris here? I swear we saw Iris as well at one point in that picture. Maybe not. Oh shit! We get to introduce the other.
There he is.
Never mind.
Ah, shit.
Oh no. He's got a gun?
Damn.
Jinpei, what the fuck? Oh. QTEs. Going slow motion. Is it QTE? And then for some reason, I bet you will die because I misinput. Nah, it's fine. Yeah, we got in. Oh, is it gonna go on Sondar? And Shinpei, what the hell, man?
Firing your gun in here? Are you insane? There are customers and staff in here.
It looks empty.
My bad.
An apology is not gonna cut it.
Several people have called the authorities. The local police should be here soon.
Hey, can't you just let me go?
What?
I told you, my girl's pregnant, right? I can't go to jail! That's why I accepted his offer in the first place. I needed money to take care of my kid.
Accepted whose offer?
Some guy named Terror. I don't know his real name. Haven't seen his face or heard his voice either. All my contact with him was through Nile.
What did he ask you to do?
He said,
I want to borrow your studio for an hour or so on the 10th before you start preparing the stream. Do not let anyone near the studio during this time. That includes you. All you need to do is keep the entrance unlocked. That's all. I'll pay you 5 million. If everything goes well, I'll pay you the night of the 11th. And that's today, right?
so me and the staff haven't met this Terror guy at all. I don't know what happened in the studio either. I had no idea that was gonna happen.
Oh. Come to Class 3A at Sekaba High. You'll get your money there.
Class 3A at Sekiba High.
Ryuki!
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah, we should bring Shinpei with us. Act as a diversion. 25 minutes past. Uh-oh. Someone dead? Oh boy, that is an interesting turn of events.
The director of Horodori Institute of Genetics, Chikara Horodori.
No way. It can't be.
That is a turn. I wasn't expecting this guy to be dead. To be done. Ryuki, chapter 2. Right at the shrine.
Mr. Date told me about this shrine. This place is so full of nature, just like Yoyagi Park.
But let me align the pathway here.
It's just calming here.
I see.
Tama, would you mind giving me some support?
What do you mean?
I've been thinking about Chikara's murder.
Are you sure you're okay, Ryuki?
What do you mean?
I feel like all of this has been taking a huge mental toll on you.
I'm fine. More importantly, can you recreate the crime scene for me? I just need to close my eyes, right?
Yeah, but... Fine. I'll play along. You are technically my master. I can't disobey your orders.
Thanks. Let's start then.
Do another, what are we doing? Another truth reenactment? I don't think so. What now? What do we do here?
It's perfect. It's just like the real thing.
I learned how to do 3D modeling in a correspondence course.
Damn.
Back when I was a student, my grandma told me I should learn a skill set.
Hey, funnily enough, I don't even know what this is. I'll go for this one. What was I gonna say? Funnily enough, 3D modeling is pretty good. You know, I kind of regret doing programming. I should have took 3D modeling. X-ray, I guess.
I'm sorry, Ryuki. This might freak you out, but there's something I have to tell you.
Oh.
Will you hear me out?
What?
The thing is, this corpse is so cowardly that it has no guts!
What?
I know. That was so bad. The joke was over before I even said it.
Tama, please. This guy's dead.
But I just had to do it! I mean, look, the corpse is completely missing its guts! I couldn't let this chance pass me by.
Wait, can we see? The reason corpse is on the blackboard is because it doesn't have internal organs anymore. The open space inside the body has a lower pressure from the outside. It's similar to how suction corpse work. That is... Oi. You shouldn't make a comparison like that, man. Fuck. This body's like sucked the... Ah.
Chikara's right side. The cross-section is stuck right onto the blackboard.
Apparently the blood is gone, right? They've sucked all the blood
What's
out.
the estimated time of death?
Based on the time the body was discovered, that would make it about 4 hours ago.
So, around 8 p.m. on February 11th. Right around the time we were meeting with Tokiko.
This guy was already dead as soon as we set him out.
Looks like there aren't any other clues here.
That's it. Alright, get out. So we just got to hear this bad joke by Tama.
Well, satisfied?
Oh, jeez. How about the security
I checked
cameras?
the footage, but I didn't see anyone suspicious. Of course, that place is huge, so there are plenty of areas the security cameras don't cover.
Yeah, what was I thinking? Though, Gen could get over through security.
Any cameras on campus?
None. Do you remember what Gen said? The security at Sekiba High is completely lacking.
Yeah, fucking hell. Why would I even ask that question in the first place, huh?
That's my assumption. I can't think of any other suspects.
Just who is this terror?
I wouldn't be having so much trouble if I knew that.
Terror, wreaking terror, huh?
It can't be Tokiko, can it? Tokiko was with me at Chikara's time of death, and she was in Okinawa during the incident with Jin.
Yeah, at the very least, it seems unlikely that she did it personally.
But something has been bothering me. I feel like Tokiko is involved somehow. Chikara was a member of NICE, and he knew about Bats 490. That's not all. The appearance of Jin's corpse was made to seem like a paranormal phenomenon, as if the same thing from the Philadelphia experiment had happened.
After all, we are living in nothing but a simulation.
Could she have done all this to give her claim credibility?
I don't know, but it's possible.
I think he was lying about the money. Terror probably wanted someone to find Chikara's body.
You mean he wanted Chimpei to find it?
Not necessarily. It might have been for the police. Terror might have predicted that someone from the police would contact Chimpei.
Not another murderer that knows our tracks.
In any case, let's go see Tokiko. I have to talk to her.
Understood. We've come this far. I'll back you up until you're satisfied.
Alright. So we got a cool limo, autopiloted by Tama. Meeting with Tokiko
I've been
again.
expecting you. I thought you would be arriving soon.
What do you mean?
I mean, I knew you would come see me.
Oh, the wind. Ah, my eyes. Alright.
Not really. She's a kind woman. But I obviously wouldn't tell you even if I did know something. That's her
Mamoru is an excellent employee who faithfully fulfills his duties.
What's that on the table,
I
actually?
have complete trust in him.
I'm honored to hear that. I respect you from the bottom of my heart as well.
Gag.
What is that? Glass doll.
These aren't sunglasses. It's a fairy's black bra.
What a degenerate.
Yeah, well, what was that line?
As you know, this is the president's office at the NICE Japan branch.
The world is full of rubbish. Such things should all be washed away.
Alright, I guess that's why,
That was my thinking when I designed this room.
Oh, I see. I guess that's why.
You designed it.
Yes, the flow of water cleanses one's heart, just like the flow of time.
An absolute pervert wearing a black bra on his face. Alright, do you know Shinpei?
No, I don't.
Then do you know about Terror?
I've heard that name on the news, yes. This is about the culprit, is it not?
Yes, but...
I have absolutely no idea who it could be. I'm sorry I can't help you, but...
I've solved the mystery, Miss Shigure. Jin's right half didn't teleport. It was just made to seem that way. It should have been obvious when you think about it. Teleportation? It's impossible. We live in a simulation? This is a fake world created by a program? Impossible. Simulation theory is nothing but occult nonsense. Just a ludicrous myth like UFOs, ghosts, and Kappa.
Not a Kappa.
I'm sure there are people who'd like to believe in these things. And there are groups who profit by making people believe.
Telling me Kappa don't exist?
Mr. Ryuki, it appears as though there's been some misunderstanding.
Maybe I shouldn't. I keep blinding my eyes doing that.
We of Nais have nothing to do with this.
Are you sure about that? All the pieces would fit together if Nais is the one that made the QR video. The falsified paranormal phenomenon. What was written on the signboard. It all advances your agenda. Could it be that you wanted to spread the QR video by showing that sign along with the corpse on stream?
As I've told you, we are not the ones who made the QR video.
I have a feeling Tokiko's gonna die.
What is the purpose of the QR video in the first place? Are you saying there is some message urging people to join Nais in it?
Could be.
I know of the incident, of course. However...
What they called? The something of percent?
Yes. I know you have an alibi. We were here, having a conversation during the time of Chikara Horadori's death. But that doesn't necessarily mean you're completely innocent. You are the president of Nais. Surely you have plenty of subordinates who can do your bidding.
Are you implying I ordered someone to kill him?
It's a possibility.
And what would be my motive?
Well...
Remember what Tokiko said.
Symbol order of percentage. Yeah.
Chikara Horadori is an avid believer in the Order of Percent. Their order and Nais are heading in completely different directions.
Perhaps Nais and the Order of Percent are hostile.
I see. You're suggesting there was a conflict between organizations. It is true that Nais and the Order of Percent have differing beliefs. However, we are not at odds with one another. Both organizations believe in the simulation theory. In that respect, we are comrades.
What did the Nais and the other percent believe in?
We are living in a simulation. A false
We already
world.
went through this, right?
And from this false world, we seek emancipation. That is what Nais believes.
I found out what emancipation means. But where's my phone? Hold on. I'll let it play.
On the other hand, the Order of Percent, we are living in a simulation. A false world. But they wish to remain imprisoned within it. Forever.
Forever?
Mr. Ryuki, have you ever played an open-world game where you play as a criminal?
A game that lets you rob, murder, blow things up, leave a trail of debris wherever you go.
What did she say?
An absurd hate.
Hit the wrong button. It's L something.
A
One.
game where you can freely...
Emancipation. Familiar with the definition. Fact or process of being set free from legal, social, or political restrictions. Liberation. The freeing of someone from slavery. Alright. That's the only two. Freeing of someone. Alright. Freeing of someone. Man. Set free for some kind of legal or social thing. Open world game.
Commit all sorts of horrible crimes.
I've never played anything like that, but I know what you mean.
It's GTA.
Then you can understand. If this is a false world created by someone, then the Order of Percent believe they can do whatever they wish. To them, this place is a true utopia. A dream world where they're allowed to do anything they want with no real consequences.
That's why they want to live here forever?
Exactly.
I get it. That's why Chikara was researching immortality.
In theory, using Purge, even immortality is achievable.
As if we could see him again.
The ultimate dream that humanity has been yearning for thousands of years. It will soon become a reality. What do you think? Isn't that wonderful?
Alright.
I am aware that Chikara was very particular about immortality. However, I will say one thing. One must not believe in eternal youth.
Alright.
Eternal youth is a lie.
Doesn't like eternal youth, huh?
By the way, Mr. Ryuki, do you remember what you said earlier? Simulation theory is nothing but occult nonsense. That is clearly false. The simulation theory is not occult. It falls within the realm of science. In fact, many esteemed scientists have given serious thought to the matter. The theory was originally proposed by a Swedish philosopher. However, the concept has been around since long ago, even as far back as the days of Plato and Zhuangzi. This world may be an illusion. At least, there is no way to prove it isn't an illusion. There are great people throughout history who have held such ideas.
But there's no way to prove it is an illusion either, is there?
No, there is plenty of science to support it. The holographic principle, theory of relativity, the measurement problem in quantum theory can also be considered proof.
Oh god, we got Marta.
Even light cannot escape a black hole. I'm sure you've heard this before. Information is the same. It cannot escape a black hole.
Guess.
It's known that the amount of information trapped in this way is not derived from the volume of the black hole, but the surface area. Considering this, you can conclude that information in a three-dimensional space is stored in the boundary of its two-dimensional surface. In other words, all information stored in this universe is encoded in a single flat plane, just like a hologram. Regarding gravity and other physical processes, they can be completely accounted for through the laws of physics defined by the boundary surface. Let's take a character from an action game, for example. When that character falls, you may think he was pulled to the ground by gravity. However, gravity does not actually exist in the game world, only code that was written in the program. The character's body is merely made to show as if it fell based on its code.
Yeah, I really like the presentation here of Discount Mario.
You think this world is the same?
The holographic principle is not a theory. It is a principle. It has already been mathematically proven.
Oh god. It's a nice watch. Wait, why is that in this?
I see. Then let us leave it at that.
In Kyoto, people say you have a nice watch. It's a way to say, can we stop talking already? By making someone look at their watch, they'll see how much time they spent to prompt them, ask them to wrap up the conversation. Yoko doesn't have a watch, so she must have been really annoyed when she heard this. Wait, how about the other principles?
In any case, there is no denying that the simulation theory is true.
So I'm assuming the hologram principle was the correct one?
But unlike Chikara, I have no interest in the concept of immortality.
I'm pretty sure she's gonna die.
Because my objective is to tear at the seams of this world and emancipate us all.
So you mean dying?
No. Death and emancipation are completely different. I have no desire to commit suicide, though I would be fine with dying at any time.
Alright.
Because this world isn't real.
There is that, yes. However, there is another reason. If I wish to do so, I can resurrect myself.
Hmm.
We are living in a false world created by a program. Therefore, if we can rewrite its code, we can create miracles.
Yeah, this is where Nice is off the hook here.
Like reincarnation, or even
Look at that face.
bringing someone who has already passed back to life.
Has this woman lost it? Ryuki, you were right. There's clearly a lot of reasons to be suspicious of Tokiko.
Yeah. Let's check with Wingsync.
Once again. Not the glass statue. It's shattered. Ah, there's someone else
I
here.
saw everything. If you don't do as I say, I'm sure you know where this is going.
What is this?
Looks like Tokiko is blackmailing someone.
What is it she saw?
I don't know. This is as far as we can get through Wingsync.
Then...
Yes, let's get a deeper look into her mind, using a regular sync.
Alright, is it alright you can come down the station? I don't know if that's possible. Apparently you did. How do we convince her to get here?
Ryuki, just to confirm, you did get permission, right?
Yes, she accompanied me voluntarily and...
No, I meant from Boss.
I haven't seen Boss. She wasn't in the control room.
It's fine. I'll be sure to talk to her later.
I bet your boss has something to do with it as well.
I don't think this is a good idea. Besides, you don't look so good, Ryuki.
I'm fine. So please, I need more leads to solve this case.
You were saying we don't look good? I'm pretty sure we don't look like this then. If
You... Oh, fine. I'll help you for now, but I won't be held responsible. Deal?
you're gonna pull as a Sigma all over again. Ryuki does not look like this. As the player, we just see him as this.
Look, Ryuki. Please just don't cause any problems. You can only stay in Somnium for 6 minutes. I absolutely need you to follow this rule.
Yes, understood.
Okay then. Let's begin.